Nothing you have studied so far is wasted. The AWS Certified Machine Learning Engineer Associate is staying. The exam behind it is not. Today you book CISO-1 and its English version ends on the 28th of September. The replacement is CISO-2, but the beta comes first and this catches people out. It does not show up as CISO-2. It books as ME1 CISO-2. The standard version follows in early 2027. What you should do depends on how far along you already are. So, same certification either way, just different codes. Which one you should sit depends mostly on how far along you already are. If you have been preparing for CISO-1 and you can realistically be ready by that September deadline, I would take it. Not because the new exam is weaker, but because CISO-1 is the only version with a fully published target right now. That is worth being specific about. The CISO-1 exam guide is published. It gives you the domain weights, the task statements, and the list of services in scope. It is also what every existing course and practice test was built around. For CISO-2, AWS has announced the major changes and said the domain structure stays the same, but the detailed guide does not arrive until the 1st of September. So, today you can prepare against a known target, or you can prepare against an educated guess. C02 is not replacing traditional machine learning with generative AI. The whole lifecycle stays. You still prepare data, build models, deploy them, and monitor them in production. What grows is the generative side. Retrieval augmented generation and agentic workflows are the genuinely new emphasis. Foundation models and large language models get broader treatment. Bedrock coverage expands, and that distinction matters because Bedrock is already on CO1 today, in the services in scope and in 2 of the task statements. Responsible AI guidance is updated rather than introduced. The 2 sittings are not equivalent either. C01 runs until the 28th of September, and the beta starts on the 29th. On length, CO1 is 130 minutes and 65 questions against the beta's 170 and 85. On price, CO1 is $150 and the beta is 75, which is the appeal. But you only get one attempt at the beta. If you fail it, you have to wait for the standard exam before you can try again. Whichever one you pass, you end up with the same certification, valid for the same 3 years. So the right choice depends on where you are starting. For anyone already studying for CISO-1, book it, work against the guide that exists, and sit it on or before the 28th of September. Starting from scratch is a different position, and I would not commit yet. Wait for the CISO-2 guide on the 1st of September and decide once you can see the scope. And if the cheaper sitting and the newer material are what you actually want, the beta is a reasonable choice. Just go in knowing it is longer, and you get one shot at it. And if you do not sit in English, the Japanese, Korean, and simplified Chinese versions of CISO-1 carry on until CISO-2 reaches general availability. Line the 3 up and the trade is easy to see. The beta is cheap and soon, but you prepare blind, with one attempt. The standard exam gives you a complete guide and normal retakes, but months of waiting. C01 gives you a complete guide now, at full price with a hard deadline. For anyone already preparing today, that is the one I would book. So, 2 dates. The 1st of September, when the CO2 guide publishes and the guessing stops. The 28th, the last day to sit CO1 in English. Close to ready? Book it. If you are not, let the guide land first, then choose. Either way, decide before the 28th, not on it. Thanks for watching, and good luck with whichever one you sit.